when you are fired go acting, you'll never know you are fired. They will say the story ends here.
Oh my God.
So, but I as an actor, I was fired.
The story
I was fired where no, I won't say I was fired on a certain show. I was not fired. I was told the story ends here. Yes. The character ends here. You know. But then what you do after that, it means you are free to do what you wanna do.
And unemployed means you're unemployed.
Yes, you are I'm unemployed. I've like 3 months now not working. I'm 3 months not shooting anything. But yeah, because I like what I do. I'm doing my things. They will come out as time goes on. Yeah. But yeah, it's a life of an actor. You need to know that you are not guaranteed a job. You are not guaranteed a job.
This is real talk, man. Yeah. And the fact that you say it like that,
because you love acting. Batshela ukuthi hayi bafuyiphelile role, and because you love it, ama auditions ahleza khona. You'll go to auditions, and the more you go to auditions, you hope ukuthi ngisazoyishaya lento yami, yabo ngisazo, even if umoya ulimele, but you still have that thing yokuthi hayi I'm made for this. This is mine, you know. And I'll tell you, most actors, I think they know this. Yabona njengoba soyiqalile le ndlela ayakho bafu, even if ungahlala 3 months 6 months ungasebenzi, but you will get it. You will get it. You will get it. You will get it. Your time will come. You will get it.
And me personally, I think I've watched you a lot over the years. Next, it's Zulu, then it's Pedi, then it's this, then it's... Why is your Zulu so good? What are you? University of Deflu, Pedi?
Besihlangana mfethu, even sekurepiwe sohlala phansi. This up. Sing. 8:55. 9. Oh, okay. Lana, how do you attack it?
Wow.
So you guys supported each other to be the best versions and
obvious. Mina ngikhulele with Banky. With Bank basikhuluma isiZulu, but it's not let's bang isikhuluma la.
Yes.
You understand? So now I'm lapha. I was like, yeah, okay, ngiyakhula la. You know, because now Tulana will say this. Utomdala say, hey, shala, out, isibalansana man, so kasami grand, you understand? So we learn from each other, safundisana, hence Mauti with the wife. Yes,
you're Zulu.
So and then I was Pedi and I was Swati, Pedi. My mom was Pedi. And my father was Swati.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
So these are the ones.
Welcome to Offset Podcast. Offset to Onset, the ultimate podcast and platform designed to educate, promote, and market the film industry for a brighter and more inclusive future.
What's going on, Mzansi? Well, of course, Kamlamnugu Speech the Dreamer. You are watching the only podcast that focuses and promotes theater and acting. This is Offset. And of course, we are Yazim Chana. As per usual, I am with the one and only actress, Lisa Siram.
It's so annoying.
You're so beautiful, Mdaze.
Thank you, friend.
Like, you just grace us with regal energy, Namhlanje.
Ooh, darling, yes.
And thank you. But you know what? We're graced by another special human being here on Offset. And Namhlanje, I want to start by the fact, Yokbana, le thespian mjana.
He does everything all rounder.
Engos. We understand?
Script writer, director, voiceover artist, musician.
Aibo, editor. Aibo, actor.
Yes.
Okay, so of course, who we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is Sipho Ndlovu.
Oh yeah.
Sipho, bro.
Yeah.
Dog, first of all, we're really happy to have you here because we can get to reflect and unpack like many things as multiversed as you are when it comes to art. We're art lovers here.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, as you can see, Lisa is an art painting.
Yeah, I can see.
Absolutely. So are you, brother man. I've seen your work and baza babantu into kubana bayazi na isibaya muvango isitha. There's many more that you've done, but the most thing that always stands out for me is the fact that you're able to execute whatever role that you're given in front and at the back, like effortlessly. So props to you, brother man. No, for sure.
Yeah,
We're celebrating you today.
Yeah, no. Thank you for inviting me to from offset to onset, and I like the setup and I like you guys. Yeah, ngasho ngithi no ngiyabonga ukuthi you already mentioned a few of the shows that I've been to. And I appreciate. I think let's go on.
Yeah,
Let
you know
me
what?
hear more from you, then I can
Boil
nami.
It's very interesting because a few days ago, last week when I'm done, bendiye kwi launch of Shaka Ilembe, right? And when I was there, what really took me was how people, I'm impressed, right? How people are treating our artists now. Jongamdase bekurolwe carpet.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
I fiki artisti ihamba neguest yayo. Your name is there. And someone is coming to get you at the door.
Celebrity treatment. Yes.
I'm saying the works. Do you understand? It was my first time, I will admit. It was my first time to see that kind of treatment for our artists. And the reason why we did offset was to celebrate our
While you're still
industry
alive.
and educate ourselves and the people that are watching, right? But now, that day was quite an education for me. You know, we met some prominent people there.
Everyone was there.
And it made me now realize why we're doing this and that.
Of course.
Like I was like, all of those people were there for the same goal and they were speaking the same language. Some of them don't know each other. Do you know what I'm saying? But when I was listening, because we were on the red carpet conducting interviews with Namchana. You understand that? So I'm obviously hearing what is happening around me. And I'm like, wow, guys, like this is great.
Oh, wow.
South Africa's going somewhere. What do you think, Wenaputwam?
You know, after what you said, manje mfethu, I think ngingadiffa kancane, not ukuthi yes, industry by the look of things will think that thing ukuthi is going far or wide or all that. I'm not against that, but the thing is that izinto the ways zenziwa ngakhona mele kushintswe, yabo?
Of course.
Yeah, mele the ways into zenziwa ngakhona there's a need for a change because now a lot of artists, I don't want to lie, a lot of artists or actors, they are not in a good space. Yeah, they are not in a good space. They are not in a good space because what you see is not what is happening mostly, you know. Like now you just spoke about Shaka Ilembe, fine, nice. The launch, the premiere, and a lot of people were invited there. If you can look, mostly, it's not actors. I'll be honest with you. Most actors, yes, maybe 40% will be actors. The 60%.
Production?
It will be no. I'm not against production. I'm not against influencers. But I'm just saying that if we're launching Shaka Ilembe, who should we have there?
Yeah, the actors.
Yes.
And the cast, obviously.
Yes.
But
where the are going to the influencers.
Oh, I feel
so,
you.
but now,
Absolutely.
what about you leaving the actors outside?
Absolutely.
You understand? And we know that obviously you want your launch to be outstanding, and hence you'll invite the influencers, and because you believe that they'll put your show on the map because they have the numbers. But now, who's going to watch? The actors watch, but you don't invite actors on something that goes with actors. You understand? So maybe if you are launching something from Sowetan or about something, then call your influencers.
Yeah.
But it's about acting. Call actors there. Invite actors, even those who are still upcoming.
Absolutely.
At least.
Yeah.
I wish that Offset was there. I mean, Lisa, I know that you have a lot to say about this subject, right? I am also against Indabaye influencers taking or getting jobs the actors.
Of course.
But let's just say, right? When that type of thing happens, is there a place to talk to? Is there a place? Is there someone to talk to about the fact that you, Lisa, are an actress, and we will have, I don't want to mention names, this influencer.
Yes.
Like, do we now and then do we have a place? Can we speak to someone?
I don't think so.
If
I
you
mean,
feel-
personally, because I think as an actor, you also get scared to get blacklisted. So you shut up about these things, right? And as we are on the topic of speaking about the underappreciation of actors, Sipho, I know that your contract just ended on Isitha. So now if an actor is not acting at the time, what then do you do since we're so underappreciated?
Yeah. Like we're still talking speech. Like we are gonna about these things of actors not being invited to film launch or a series launch. It's all about the agencies that are given the contract to, you understand?
Okay.
Yeah, so the agency that is given to send out the invites, they choose who they want to send to, you know? So obviously they will send to the influencers because they work with them in most of the brands and all that, you understand?
But this new actor mhlambas represent so.
No. You know, for my invitation, it's not all about go to represent one. It's not all about who represent you. But the agency that runs the whole premiere, the launch, they're the ones who are sending out the invites. So you are that actor, maybe they don't gel good with you, or maybe you're not bringing numbers to their event, so they won't invite you. They rather invite someone who they know that
is so bad.
If this one comes in, and all that.
That is
you
so
understand?
bad.
But it's bad to our actors because most of the actors, guys, they don't like these things of. I know. Maybe that is why they're inviting influencers. Even most actors, they don't like going to these events.
Actors just want to act.
Yes,
guys.
they just want to act.
I didn't know this part, guys.
And of which we need to learn and adjust to how things are done now. Now, as an actor, you need to find yourself now in the space influencer.
Yes, I'm not sure.
Where now, so nabo, ama role on wakhona, uyayibona, into zokugcobisa lezo, abo nini, uyabo, ngiyangibasho ngegama. So we find ourselves there, but dala with acting, with our actors back then. Into yabo, it was only getting on set and go shoot. After that, maybe interview will be a bonus. You know, yeah. So
This is so interesting. It was so amazing. The fact that Offset was also invited there in that premiere. I got to see that side, you know, of premieres, launches, and meeting actors.
Yes.
But now when it gets me now to see land. Actually, that was what it's supposed to be now. That's how it's supposed to be. Like the actors were there.
Treatment.
Yeah,
Celebrity
the actors
culture.
were there this time around. Like I've been to many of these launches. You're right. It's filled with people who are not supposed to be there. I'm not saying no one is not supposed to be there, but I'm saying like people that deserve to be there were there. Like the who's who was there. It was my first time to experience that, and it made me love our industry even further.
yeah, but you see now, they gave you that light they wanted you to see. You know, as you're saying, everyone who's who was there, but are they actors? All of them, most of them.
Yes,
Most of them.
it was the cast
Mostly.
mostly.
Do you think the influencers badlule ama actor ngenamba?
Okay,
Or ama
ndibabonile-
actors adlule ama influencer ngenamba? Attendance.
No,
What was it?
I number. I promise you.
Actors
Ama
with
actors,
babaningi, ne?
I dlulile number ye influencers. I ndibabonile oPhupo, nobani,
Yeah.
they were there to slay, right?
Yeah.
No Lasizwe.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? I saw him on the red carpet and it was what it is. But the actors overpowered. That's what I'm saying.
No,
like
then
this
that
time
was
around,
good.
it was so fair.
Yeah.
It was so great to see that, and it was really amazing. And what's more amazing is to have you here. I mean, you've been, you know, behind the scenes. You've wrote scripts. You've directed your own projects. You've directed projects that play on TV. You've directed.
No. I haven't directed one.
You've directed.
You've
You've directed.
No, not the
adverts.
one. Yes. No.
Adverts.
I did my own shows, my own things, but not for TV now.
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
doing other things that
Okay.
I'm still gonna go on TV.
Ndiyakuva, maybe I manifest
yes.
alone for wena
Yeah.
because I mean, listen, I see your name everywhere personally.
No,
When I
no,
look
no.
at
I
the-
need to correct things. When I need to
Yeah,
correct
absolutely.
things. No. I'm still gonna come there. I think it's a blessing, bro. What you just said now. Yeah, I'm going there.
You're going there.
I'm
You're
going there.
manifesting.
Yes,
Absolutely.
But
manifesting,
well, you
yeah.
dodged my question.
Question about Isitha.
Yes.
What did you say again?
Now that your contract has ended there, what's the plan?
Let
What
me
do you
tell
do
you,
in between when you're not acting?
This is a challenge to most actors and to the upcoming actors. When your contract comes to an end, it's not a problem. You are an actor. You know you are a freelancer. And when you are a freelancer, obvious today you get something, tomorrow it's finished.
don't.
Tomorrow you get something. The only thing maybe if things can change as time goes on, for productions maybe to have or to show respect to actors, you know, because actors are human beings and sbatala, you know, we're not like kids. So it's good sometimes to have that treatment guma actors, even when the contract is coming to an end. Maybe inform them in time. I know maybe sometimes Nabi Babamba of the character. Eish, should we kill it now?
Yes.
Yabo? No, don't kill it now. No, let's kill it now. Next week we kill it. And then now, what about you?
it's over.
You're a human being. You understand? And you find that last week you just rejected another offer from another show because you want to honor this. But then they kick you out. But and I cannot say it's kicking you out because when you are fired go acting, you never know you are fired. They will say the story ends here.
Oh my God.
So, but I as an actor,
Yaiva.
I was fired.
The story
I was fired where
Yeah.
no, I won't say I was fired on a certain show. I was not fired. I was told the story ends here. Yes.
Or your
The
character.
character ends here. You know.
Which
But
is
then
fair.
what you do after that, it means you are free to do what you wanna do.
And
'Cause-
unemployed. Means you're unemployed.
Yes, you are I'm unemployed. I've like 3 months now not working. I'm 3 months not shooting anything. But yeah, because I like what I do. I'm doing my things. They will come out as
Yeah.
time goes on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a life of an actor. You need to know that you are not guaranteed
Yeah.
a job.
Permanent-
you are
a
not
permanent
guaranteed
job.
a job.
This
You are
is
not.
real talk, man. And the fact that you say it like that, you're saying that kuthiwa kuwe, this is where the story ends. I mean, that's the nicest way to
put
tell
it.
someone,
Yeah.
iphelile character yakho. This is absolutely amazing. I love that we're having this conversation because you go back, you know, in this industry. Like,
Yeah, but then I think another thing is that actors shouldn't have problem when your character comes to an end. You shouldn't have a problem because these people are writing the story. They understand the story better than you. But the better thing is for producers to at least respect you. True. At least just know that you have bills.
Yes.
Come on, guys, we have bills, we have things to pay.
Absolutely.
Inform me, at least, guys. Inform me, at least, guys. Give me 2 months. Inform me.
Yes.
2 months or 3 months.
Yes. That's fair.
Like most jobs, when you work, maybe you get another job somewhere, they say give them what?
a notice.
No. They call it what?
Resignation letter.
No, it's a notice, eh?
Yeah, it's a notice letter, like you give advance.
Yes, advance.
Advance notice.
So that they can prepare themselves
For you, yes, they can find
Absolutely.
someone.
for that position
for
that you are
role.
leaving, isn't it?
Yes.
So you're giving them what? 3 months before you leave.
True.
So why, when it comes to actors, no one gives you a chance to prepare yourself
Absolutely.
before you leave,
Yes.
so that you leave with peace. You know, because there's nothing personal. If there's nothing personal, then why don't you talk? Why don't you prepare this other person?
Yes.
This other actor. If there's nothing personal,
If there's
then if
nothing
it's personal, you're gonna say sizombeka le, angekho ready, and it's wrong.
Damn it.
Wow. Yabon?
It's wrong because
Yeah.
another thing is this. Hence, I said before, it is not wrong for you as an actor ukuthi job iyaphela.
Yeah.
You can't blame producers.
Yeah.
You cannot blame them. You cannot blame writers because bona they see ukuthi ayi bafethu, ayi mhlawumbe ama character eswabhalela a certain character awasajeli kahle. Maybe that's how they feel.
Okay.
And then they decide, ay mhlambe nokujela abasajeli kahle labantu, why don't we just compromise thathe lo one because abasajeli, and even on our writing asakwazi ukuba creative based on what masesibabukela lo ngathi slower. Maybe I was maybe nambe sengirelaxe kakhulu, I don't know. You know, it might happen ukuthi nambe sengirelaxile mhlambe nambe engasabanikezi lo juice abawufunayo. You know,
better perspective.
You know,
that's what I'm trying to think as well, because like he's right, like those kind of things happen, right, guys? And for people now that are in the industry, abayazi into yokubana bazihandlishe njani ezinto. You understand? For an example, you're talking to us about your own experience, right?
Yes.
And within your experience, I think you have been able to deal with whatever that life throws at you. But now, how do actors deal with that type of thing where when they tell us that this is where your story ends?
Yeah, you know, it's not easy because I know most actors that I know, when you have to go shoot your exit scene, most of them, they don't go.
Hi.
Yeah, most actors,
Most
they don't
of
go.
them?
Yeah, they don't go. I go to shoot my exit scene. They don't go. They say, I don't even pick I don't pick up the calls. When the production calls, I say, I like the fact that these,
Guys.
so yes, they don't want to die. But now, you know what? Man, I think it's not my first character, Lang Bulawa Corner. And with me, in fact, respect the production. You know, they gave you a job, isn't it? They gave you a job, yes, things maybe didn't go the way. And then now, but you've been with that production, maybe. So honor them now. Go there, yes, you know. Yeah, the only problem I have is prepare mentally because you are limala above. Guys, we are
That's what I'm asking.
We are limala mentally, and you know what? Hence, I'm saying they don't prepare you, and they shoot your scene la ufakon, and you still have other scenes to come and shoot with them. Tell me.
Yeah. You don't shoot in order in acting, remember?
Yes, we
You don't
shoot out of
in order.
scenes. We shoot out of scenes. So it does, my brother. I don't want to lie. As an actor, you cannot perform when you are empty. And then when umoya so bulele, once you've killed the spirit, that person is empty. What is he going to give on the screen? Because you have killed that person.
You have nothing to offer.
Yes, you cannot perform. You cannot cheat performance, my brother. You
Yeah.
can't. Like it or not, you can't cheat performance. So with performance, hence, bruh, as an actor, even before you go to set, even when you're on set, you need to protect your energy, your soul. Because you need to go give something out there. So you need to know that you are in a good space. If you have maybe some songs that help you to connect. Yes, and prayer to stay in that position. Because sometimes, even on set you know? We disturb each other, but unintentionally. So
how do you
because
think
you need to be full. Yes, you need to be full, bruh. You cannot go there with your performer. You are empty. You are lying.
How far do you think that goes, guys, in terms of like, you know, understanding that you're going to be working with different people, they come from different backgrounds and they come with different energies. How far do you think we can go as to say, as an artist, this is exactly what you need to do in that room? Obviously, you're going to read the room, but like, what are you going to do?
I think that's why there's a green room, right?
Yes.
Where you have your own personal space, especially if you have emotional scenes to stay away from people. Because I have an emotional scene today and I have to deal with whose speech's energy. Leave me alone, I need to be sad.
Yes, but it's not all productions that have green rooms for separate. Among green rooms is like it's an open space.
Which is
we
the
sit on the couch. Someone is playing hip hop. Someone is playing gospel there. So you understand? Someone is busy writing. Prepare.
I feel like our
and then someone who energy weekend. How was the weekend? You understand? Someone will be asking you, who's up and all that. And when at that time And that time when on a monologue, let's say,
Yeah.
and now you need to focus. You need to know how I'm going to play. You understand? Yeah. So, but on set, obviously, guys, you need to know how you protect yourself because wonke umuntu comes to set as was protecting ngendlela yakhe. And I'm not only talking about ukuthi mhlambe someone will clash with you ngamagama and all that, but sometimes there are other people who are using things on set.
Spiritual.
Yes,
my
you
mom tells me
know,
about
someone
that
might
all the
come
time.
there. There's a iskumba, it's a crocodile. Usifake ngaphansi kwevest.
They do
obviously
the
won't see.
juju.
Yes.
What?
Phela mhlambe leskhumba se crocodile
wachomi.
si protector yena ukuthi nina ningam overpower. On set you find yeah.
Amabhandi.
By overpower, you mean you must
You know
not
what
be
I mean?
favored more than.
No, you know what I mean.
What?
You come on set, you prepared for
Yes.
that scene. Mhlawumbe una 2 scenes ozo shoot on that day. And then you prepared that, okay, I now uyayibona endlini mawuyidlala lento. I am ready. I'm going to kill this one.
Yeah.
Then when you get on set, before they say action, but the person you with, in that file, maybe zibulala wena uba down uba phezu kwakho. You understand? You end up not even, yes, I'm telling you these things they can zakuvala umangale na ukuthi lesini ngiprepare so uthola umuntu actor naye ufase ngento zakhe but akafaselanga ukulimaza wena
Exactly.
ufasela ukuthi naye
Abonakale.
Yena.
esayidini lakhe
Damn it.
But
aprotecteke
iyaqhubekeka.
yonke le mimoya ingamlimazi. But now because yena ubophile wena uyalimala.
Uyabopheka. Like uyasindeka.
You see, yes,
Sipho.
uyasindelwa, yabo.
You know, Lisa, you have been in the industry like for quite some time, and
I haven't.
without divulging too much, you've just recently shot something, right? My question is, when it comes to being on set, Lisa,
Are you
you
asking
have
me or
been in the-
Sipho?
I'm asking everyone. Lisa, you have been in the industry for quite some time.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Okay, speech.
Thank
I'm
you.
listening.
Yeah.
Please agree with me. And then I feel like when you come and say like and whatever, like I know as a presenter there is a way to prepare,
Yes.
right? For an actor,
Yes.
I'm sure you do that at home to run your own lines, but like,
Yes.
is there a way to come fully prepared and then you just do your thing when you come on set?
Yeah.
Does it make sense? Is there a way to do that, to conduct that?
I don't think so, Sipho.
To come prepared and then
Uvele nje, kungakhange, you guys don't rehearse, do you?
no, we do rehearse.
we do.
Sometimes.
No,
But there's no
you know
way to
what? We
come
run lines. We run lines.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you know what? You prepare a kaya, and obviously when you prepare alone, it's gonna be different when you meet other cast tomorrow.
That you're gonna
Let's say
talk to.
yes, that way you're going to run the lines with the
dialogue together.
the AD and continuity, umuntu continuity. Yes, because you will run lines ninonke,
Then it gets you up to speed.
Then when you run the lines there, you start to see what prepare the part manje. Because sometimes you need to be you need to be active. You need to adjust to things quick to adjust because the way you prepared
It's not the way
ekuseni
the other
ngashintsha.
person.
Ungatshintsha.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't
So ekuseni
completely.
ngashintsha, you understand? So you need to be quick now. Hey, sebayishintshile. Yo, hey manje. Yo, hey now so yaphenika ke lapha. Sishintshile. So, because maybe sometimes ekuseni one actor angabi available.
Angabikho.
And then lama lines wakhe sithi aya siyawashare sonke.
Yeah.
Gamula wena thatha la lenze sense ngawo. Lenze sense ngawo then continue
What
just
a pro.
not take the
Yeah.
lines or we taking the lines out.
Yeah.
Altogether.
You understand? And now when abawubala ukuthi okay mina ngena emva kwasabela usabela uzothi bese ngigibele phezulu kwakhe usabela kasekho ke sekhishiwe. Now the way you prepared affectekile kancane, you understand?
Yes,
So you need to
Without mentioning
Yeah.
the show, Utuli Pongolo, she went, and I love the fact that she did an exit scene, right? But now, the thing is that she came back, and I love that. I love that. That's what it means, I think, for me, storytelling. It was a continuation. She left to Russia. She came back. Do you understand that it's giving us an idea that she left and she went to Russia. Now she's back on the same show.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And that was just brilliant for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Like mntase uphumile lo mntana esiye Russia wabuya ke ngoku.
And a BBL.
Yo. We understand that.
Yeah.
But ke ngoku, okay. Anyway.
No. You obviously and also like when we talk ngokuthi umuntu owaphuma kuleyo character kwathiwa uye kuphi makabuya Magabuya still, you know, because ama-fans wakhe amazi adlala ngayiphi indlela, you understand? Nakabuya nakhona kumele abuye akhumbule energy leyasuka kuyo abuye.
I expected her
ihambe,
to
you
say
understand?
that she's coming from Russia because umkemda say usithi uye Russia.
Yeah.
So that was impressive.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
sweet.
that was very impressive. Yeah. Iphepha lakho.
Go and shoot an exit scene.
Yeah.
And then you decide not to go. Kanti wazophinda wabhizi season ezayo. Ayi-affect chances zakho kwi-production piece.
No. I think the way we begin mhlambe wrong. If you shoot the exit scene, it depends. Bakbulala or we are in Russia, like his speech is saying. You know? Yes. No, if party
And it's so
shooter,
funny, those character
if
names.
party shooter is your exit scene, we are Puma Valley. Go shoot. Affecting next because abakbulala. But abana le affect mabakbulala. Abantu abaningi abayi bava. Because anyway, akusana kubuya. Iphelile. But the thing, obviously, your question ukuthi I affect your relationship with the production.
And payment
You understand?
too.
Yeah. If it affects a relationship yako. No, yes, on payment, you find out you are global. And when you are on global, phela noma when I'm calls I 3.
Yeah.
Imali yakho ayiaffecteki
It's the
iyoza
same.
injalo. So yeah, unless umuntu ama calls when you
I'm the
rate
call.
a call, then
a
obviously now
problem.
mabathoza phela uzoshaya exit now yabona ithani isana. Yazini ithi ngivayo uyishaya yabo because vele ngizothola le dollar lami yabo. Yes, then you'll go. But in terms of a relationship, my brother, I think this industry inzima ngento eyi-one. I think mele ube bathini ube
Benesibindi.
mele uthandeke mfethu.
Oh, funeka uthandeke.
I'll tell you bafethu. Hey, ya mele uhambe angazi nakumele uyogeza ugeze mfethu
Nyanisile,
because
yo.
yazini mfethu le industry lena kunabantu who can do things esetting is wrong.
Hayi.
Because I'm
Wena
trying to
wait
get your
ne
role.
wait ne kunabantu abangenza into ezwrong esethini ne maybe in terms of ama behavior and all that ne but wena maybe ube absent guy one kunomuntu oba absent maybe 4 times or 5 times let's say and uthothe ngasikhathi akareportanga wena ureportile we are reporter it's not like our report but uthola ukuthi punishment yakho is going to be heavy than law ozenzelayo because maybe uyathandeka you know so hey kule industry fungathandeki guys is very bad you need to be ube nalento okuthandeka nje lucky because when you'll do things omunye ayenze the same thing eniyenzile but the punishment ingafani.
It won't be the same.
Have you been through that, Sipho?
It happens, guys. It happens. It happens. We see it every day. And like nowadays, guys, obviously, you even mentioned something like into your blacklist. We don't know. Everyone is scared. Ukuthi, hey, gizothi, bese bang blacklist.
Yeah.
You understand? And you know, once you are there, but you won't know what you are there. Because you'll go to audition, but mawufika audition, but action, but camera uthi uyayibheka manai. The camera got off. And we audition. And when you piece utanye shy.
Your clips didn't go anywhere.
And now, no, because man just blacklist still.
Yes.
And they won't tell you.
They won't tell you.
Tell me ubani ekutela afika lathi mina ngiyazi ngiblacklist.
Nyanisile.
Okay, I think ukhona umama but sine sure.
We're not sure.
There's umama angazi ubani.
I know who you're talking about.
Ngiyamkhohlwa lo mama.
Yeah, alright.
But yes, but do ukwezwa ubani oneshow ukuthi ublacklist or akablacklistwanga.
You're
We're not
right.
sure.
Apparently.
So you'll go even to audition. I camera off man. But ngeke umtshele lo casting director lapha. It's now yeah. But thank you. And now pull my body off lento lena.
Oh my God.
But sometimes we don't know ukuthi ublacklistwa ngoba wenze njani.
Why is it always the good ones that are getting blacklisted though?
You understand?
Like I'm just like thinking it, I'm like
and you'll be shocked, bruh. You cannot be a good actor today and then tomorrow you are bad. All of a sudden,
All
so
of
you're
a
bad.
sudden, yeah.
How does that happen?
Doesn't make sense.
You getting roles, you killing them, you were humble, and then all of a sudden you're a bad actor.
Look,
It's not possible.
I have a.
How?
I'm sorry to jump back to this question. What we've just spoken about, continuity, right? Like I said, went to this launch and whatever. I watched Shaka season 1. Now it's season 2. But on season 2, I have listen. This is just me, right? I have my favorites that I saw on season 1.
Yes.
Now we're on season 2. They are not there. I'm not saying that the others are not good.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Is it just me? I have a problem with that. I want to see the same guy, bro.
But we also go back
We know
to
that life comes
script.
in the way as well.
We go back to
script.
story.
Yeah.
Story kulabo beba uma favorite wakho season 1. Siphelile story sakho.
Sure.
So manje story starts another direction. And there will be new actors
That's
that are
definitely
given a chance now. You know, there'll be new actors who will be given a chance. Ukuthi sibabone nabo bakhule, you understand? But what I'm saying is that
Which is great, right?
which is great. What I'm saying is that that those actors, esibabonile, we call them legends. They are not just bad guys. And ukuthi singasababoni ku screen abanye babo. Maybe banyathele I producer gabi. And I'm a producer, they are friends, guys. Like actors are friends. Some of the actors are friends. They meet.
My goodness.
So don't you think over beer they will share, talk about you? They will talk about your behavior. They'll talk about how bad you are. They'll talk about ukuthi wena nasemalini uyahlupha mani ini, yabo? And then doesn't that see blacklisting nje already le?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's blacklisting already.
Because by so doing kusho nalenye production mawuthi audition ayinayivele ithi ama camera off ithi hayi lo
Kulo uhluphayo lo muntu lo
you understand ayingilohluphayo basitshelile abo banibani you understand so these things abantu bayakhohlwa ukuthi if unenkinga nomuntu my brother hayi ngesinkwa sakhe not the job guys go have a chat nalo muntu uthi my brother sine problem now ngento so
Maybe and see.
Please.
and please lungisa into eziso cause yazini kuzofika la ukuthi nathi asisathandi
Thank you.
but hayi ukuthi uthathe lezo zinto
My bread
uyokhuluma
and
umuntu
butter.
kabi ngespan sakhe
Thank you.
ijob
Eish.
you understand
Yeah.
these things
Tagging.
ijob bra is close to the heart umsebenzi lento umuntu umeladle mela bhatala ama bills and then wena just because awungithandi then you go
What a touchy
talk
subject.
bad about me to the producers or to the channels
Uyotag ishow.
yes
Ngoba
uyokhuluma
lo
bad
muntu
about
lona
me
unje nanje. Really?
ukuthi yo spoiler bad news don't work with him
Ibantu.
awumosheli brapa is so doing
Ne?
come to me talk to me let's sort this thing out
Yeah.
if there's a problem about me and the problem is my acting or is my behavior out of acting offset how futhi offset how the problem yami ku offset ayikho on set
That's on period.
because on set ngifika ngidelive nakumele ngidelive angithi ngiyafika ekseni ngibahloniphe bonke abantu ngiyababingelela abantu because vele inhlonipho is number 1 you respect everyone you greet everyone you show everyone respect but there's a problem ukuthi wena mhlawumbe mfethu ufike ugula ungazizwa kahle lelo langa and then when you tell them bathi you are performative
Kuthiwa
You're a
uyidiva.
diva.
yes and ufike ugula maybe that
Hashtag.
day you understand
yeah.
and you find someone bafethu umuntu makagula awukwazi ukuzoperform ugula now
Yeah.
because uyabona lento mhlambe uphuma ama-cars yabo ingaki monologue obvious izodisturba ne-performance yakho awukho right bese bathi performative so such things zigcina zikuxoshisa emsebenzini obvious ku-industry kuthiwa uxoshiwe bathi isiphelile story but is that
Mara, who should be responsible for such things to make sure that actors are okay
And protected.
and protected? Now we are
not in South Africa in South Africa hence me and I think when going your podcast last and I'll tell you I don't know to say there's
Actor space?
I don't know to say nah. Those are my establishment asina union go acting ama actors awana union
We should, man.
we have isaga partner is not like union ukuthi izokwazi ukumela ama actor you understand so it's tough for ama actor because udila nezipoko eziningi you understand udila nento eziningi nini ufike setini obvious, you know 80 how 80 male is 7 ngakhona.
Yes.
80 minimum figure receive.
That's assistant director.
As an actor, yes. So assistant director as an actor mawufika setting mele receive, angithi. Ikhombi say okay nangabe soyayazi clean room yakho is fine, but mele ikwenzeni ikunikeze
Script for the day.
site. Site for the day ne call sheet. Okay. Yabo now khona ukubona ukuthi uyongena nini, okay. Maybe bakutshele ukuthi running order ihamba njani. Yabo hayi samba so. Then when uyafika konke mhlambe lokho akwenzeki, yabo. Then bese kwenzeka ukuthi you end up being rude, but
moody.
because being moody towards the AD because he's not doing his job.
And you have a right to be moody.
And then
because
these things, what happens? These things they get to the producers, and then they say you are a bad guy to work with, you know. But it's not like you are a bad guy. You are just asking, why can't I be received? Why can't I get my side? Why can't I get?
Because
yes,
now it's as if ngoku ucengile. That time you're hired there.
So
Like yes, you are hired, you're there to do your job, but at the same time, if everything that you expect to be there is not there, you need to ask,
need to
right?
ask.
And when you ask, diva.
Diva,
yes,
exactly.
you are a problem, you know. So those are the things. Those are the things mostly, especially for the upcoming actors. Maybe what we can tell them to our upcoming actors, what we can tell them is that this is not for the faint-hearted. This industry.
And it's not glamorous. It's not glitz
It's
and
not the way people see on TV. Now the red carpet, you are talking the red carpet ukhuluma ngawo manje. Hey, nizwenza abantwana abantu bafuna ukuba ama actor, bafuna ukugibela ama red carpet. Kuyanyiwa maseuda.
Kakhulu.
And you know what is painful about acting? Hey, what is painful about acting is that I feel like but for our artists, especially America, bathini Illuminati things and what. Let me tell you why. I'll say acting, you know, in Illuminati there and there. Yes, because this thing we are getting with it. You audition, you love it, you act. Hey, the world loves you,
And then you change.
America, they love you. South Africa, you go Zimbabwe, you go Mozambique, you go Swaziland, they love you. South Africa, they celebrate you for 4 years. After 4 years, now, for all these 4 years, we as Limaza, you grow your profile, but there are people who look banyatela, and you are unaware which you are banyatela. Yeah, you're stepping on them, you know, and then for these 4 years they say he thinks he's a star or she thinks
Because of
she's
how
a star.
big I am?
Yes. Now for these 4 years, now what they do, they deal with you now. Now they start giving you these smaller characters, you know. And now you're no longer more on TV.
Oh my
And
God.
now you're no longer making that money. But let me tell you, it's not easy also to live. That is why the Illuminati thing in mina ngizokutshela ngayo akuseselula ukuphuma. Mawungenile kunzima ukuphuma noma ubone ukuthi angisakhona ukuphila. But ukuthi uphume it's not easy nakhona ukuphuma. Because another thing uzoyapi. Where are you going to go? Where are you going to go?
Good question.
And laba abakhonayo ukuthi baphume. Ay uNkulunkulu wabo mkhulu. And baphume bahambe bophila impilo nice futhi. Idlule nale acting bangasayikhumbuli neacting. But few, how many of them you know?
There's very few.
Very few now.
There's very few. And I would speak on, because I'm a presenter, I'll always base back to there. I was impressed by Dr. Musa, right? I mean, I watched that guy on YoTV. I was so inspired. He was one of the reasons why I followed broadcasting.
Yes, wow, good example.
And then he left.
Wow, good example.
Do you
Yes.
understand? And then he went to study.
Yes.
And then still, he left television like it was nothing, right? Like, I'm so attached to media. Like, I don't know what else I'm going to do outside of this.
Yes.
But, like, this is actually sad because now, Putuamne, like you're saying, actors are always on set, right?
Yeah.
So that means what time do you have to deal with yourself?
Yes.
So basically,
You
you're
don't
putting
have
up,
time for all
you're putting
those
up
things,
all this
yes.
time. We're putting up a
Yes.
face, a front,
Yeah.
and we're working.
Yeah.
Like, when do I deal with myself?
When? You don't have time, bruh, because most of the time you're on set. You understand? Most of the time
5
you're on set.
a.m. to 7
yeah,
p.m.
You understand? And let me tell you, the thing you're going to uzosaba ukuphuma. you cannot uphume to a shop right. I'm sorry kufaka shop right. You cannot uphume so vele kangaka ku TV. Uthi, hayi, it's uyosebenza shop right.
You can't. Remember,
You get that,
I
my
don't wanna say
brother.
his name.
So you see the
Remember-
challenges some actors are picking now.
It's a lot.
Because now, even now, umuhamba a mall, they don't know what you're dealing with.
Exactly.
They don't know what you're dealing with. And when you get to ulahlekelwa i-character somewhere, manje uhamba e-mall, yabona, omunye uvela kujampele nokubingelela kasakubingeleli,
Okanye
yabo.
akushute ungafuni.
Ngiyayibhadala phela i-TV. Ubuya lana like, you know I'm still figuring ukuthi should I continue with this TV? Should I leave this
wasn't
TV?
even
Should I
paid
go
for that job.
ngiyothenga amatamati namazambane namakhabishi?
Yeah.
Should I go supplies? Do you know what I'm dealing with?
Yes. Do you remember an actor went to go do Uber and then they trended? I don't want to say his name.
Yes.
But in between, what was he supposed to do?
Yes.
Because it means
Mdase.
that is not working, not getting paid.
Thank you for saying that. Thank you for
And
saying
he
that.
trended for that.
We have to.
What is he supposed to do?
No,
We
you
have
know
to
what?
take-
It's because our fans.
Think we're rich.
No, our fans, let me tell you, ama-fans wethu, I think i-downfall yethu futhi ikuwona ama-fans wethu, iwasuyisayo futhi, yiwo futhi abuya sikhulume kayo. Namuhla bakuthanda kusasa labantu yibo bathi,
Absolutely.
because if someone, if mina kusasa, if mina ngithi ngiyovula ishisa nyama kusasa, because kuyabheda. I'm going to open ishisa nyama. If I open it, now people are like, bayawa yo.
Wow.
And because vele they don't understand umsebenzi wethu, they only see umsebenzi wethu on TV, but aba understand wenzakalani behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know.
The question is now, because this has been happening, and I'm sure many actors know about this, but there's been like, since maybe there could be a different approach into this, maybe to educate the audience, because it's been guys, it's been happening.
Yeah,
When
to
does
educate
it
the
stop?
audience, yeah. I think
what
maybe.
actors need to do for balendo lena essential bayithathe perspective abantu bayithathe okay, actors are also human beings, like
Yes.
njengathi uyayibona.
Yes. We I think mina maybe into engayisho to our viewers be offset ngasho ukuthi bafethu, when you see us on TV, whether mhlambe banginikeza iFerrari or ini akuseyami, it's not mine.
Yeah.
Please don't expect me kusasa ukuthi ngizovela ngeFerrari nizosifaka eikoletini bese kusasa nithi siyovela sizofuna ama donations. Guys, start njengomsebenzi wakho wena la usebenza khona, nami ngiyasebenza just like you. So don't put pressure because niyababulala. Hence most actors are committing suicide, guys. When it's tough, hence I'm saying when it's tough for an actor, uyazibuza mfethu, number one, ngizoyapi?
Yeah.
Where should I go?
And that's all you know.
Where will I go? Maxo. Because the industry ingipromisile ukuthi ngizodla.
Yeah.
Ayi nami ngabona ngathi kuyadleka.
Yeah.
Manje na ukuthi
You were a star. You were upcoming.
where must I go? Then yazini, but they end up omunye ugcina athi hayi. Kunalabo ke aba strong athi hayi yazini. uNkulunkulu wami ngiyaphuma. Ngizoya Shoprite, ngizoya ka government, ngizoya kuma private company, I'll get a job. Like you did a good example ngoMusa. Yes. Hey, ayathandaza mfana. Because is uyabona ukuphuma nje, but uyabona ukuthi uphume waya kuphi? Wayento enenhle futhi. Yeah. Nice.
You know,
yeah.
professional right.
Professional
And
right.
sustainayo.
And
He now has a
sustainayo
family,
financially.
and
And I think financial is doing better than the time angapha. You understand? Because thina ngapha it's not ukuthi imali ayikho. Ikhona kodwa angeke kusustain mfethu.
Yeah, true.
Angeke kusustain.
Sustain.
Financially.
Angeke.
Actors bafethu, like that's a whole uze nenye butwam. Because to be honest with you, with actors, it seems like when we're watching, it seems like they're supposed to live a certain kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Right? But does the payment
Sisemzansi.
afford you?
The
Sisemzansi.
lifestyle.
I'll tell you, sisemzansi bheka manje I don't know ukuthi iminister yethu uMackenzie
Ish mfethu.
uba involved kangakanani uyabo to standardize or regulate industry yethu, you understand? I don't know, because now I've seen when you say Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, ufake ne-acting lapho.
Of course.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah, look,
But kuma budget allocatwayo I don't think, or I don't know ukuthi thing bafaka kanjani, because I will tell you bafethu imali emzansi ikhona.
Yajiwa.
Imali emzansi ikhona
Yajiwa kodwa.
engaphilisa even industry yethu acting, because
Absolutely.
acting contributes ku GDP, it contributes too much.
Guys, can I just say,
my
like,
God.
honestly, I'm supposed to be part of a show now on traditional television, but ke ngoku ilento goes exactly to this conversation. Imali yajiwa. Now, SAPC has stopped the production. We don't know. Basiqala nini show because ikwenzeke ntoni?
Thathu imali yoqala production.
Suppose siqalile chum.
And
So there
by
are
then
people
by
behind the
then
scenes
by
that
then
abimali.
by then your fans bafuna ukuthi uphile ngani. Yebafethu kubhlungu, I don't know lie. Ungana job umuntu ukuthi waziwa ngokuthi uya actor. It's not nice because now every time and other actors uyahide amahudi uyasifihla nala uhamba khona, and uyabona na sisitolo kushipile le mali uyiphethe ungathenga lapha, but now you scared ukuthi bazobuza how uthenga la now.
Bakuthenga uthenga kwa Mr. Price.
You understand?
Like,
Now
really?
uthenga la. You understand?
That's not acceptable though.
So-
it shouldn't be like that.
So you never actually offset.
Yeah.
You are working
Yeah,
24/7.
when I
You
menu
don't
hlezi
get-
ufake. Menu
Yeah.
ufake nala kumele uphumule ke. Wena menu lokhu.
You never offset.
Oh, yini mntase. But now imagine like
Mina, I
really-
remember before I came to acting, but mina, because I don't live Leo life, I know it's not easy nagimi, but mina nami I always teach and tell myself ukuthi angizelanga ukuglema kule industry. Abo shine and what. And hence every time I make sure ukuthi the little money, even the little money that I have, at least it cover izinto ukuthi vele ngiyazidinga, you understand? Angikhulumeli abantu abagqoka amaGucci nani okwabo lokho. But thina abanye nathi sila abantu ukuthi we wear what we afford, we buy what we afford. Because now once you want to live that life, you go, ngivela TV. Meli life yami bayibone vele yabona awuzolimala.
It's so sad.
So even now ngina 3 months ngaspani, and there are people out there who are helping me. I can't mention their names. There are people who are helping me. The little they can help me, and nami I try with nami njengendoda ngisukume ngikhave ezinye izinto, because I cannot sit down ngithi acting. Acting doesn't owe me anything.
Ish kanjani.
It doesn't owe me anything.
Yeah, now I want to ask the question, like, it seems like just after umdepele umsebenzi, it's like actors would go broke. Difuna kulanda bema ratings.
Yeah.
What happened? Why, like, in a space of 2 months after losing your job, you
Yeah.
like, you don't have money. You've been working for 10 years.
Yes. I'll tell you, you say you've been working for 10 years, but you count it wrong. You haven't been working for 10 years. Kuleyo period yaka 10 years, usebenza 6 months, wahlala 4 months.
Oh, okay.
Wabuya after 4 months, wasebenza 1 year. 1 year, wabuya wahlala futhi. So when 10 years wakho, ubala ngama piece.
Oh, yeah.
Uma uhlanganisa uthola usebenze 4 years.
But you've been on TV for 10 years.
But we've been on TV for 10 years, but when usebenze 4 years.
Yes.
So why after maybe 2 months and actors will be broke? But I'll tell you one thing. Like any other person who have needs, yeah? You get your money, you think, let me build something. Maybe let me talk to my siblings, sake something ekhaya. You understand? You take that money. Ile mali leyo maybe mhlawumbe ngabe ubeke yona esakeni ukuthi izogada masekubheda, but uyayithatha because nawe number 1 how uyi-act uhlala la.
Yo.
Imagine.
You understand? So eyokuhlala futhi ke lapho uzama ukuvala ihlazo elikhulu ke, like I no let me take this money at least if we can have a shelter. You understand? Because now I don't want to be an actor. Beside an actor, I don't want to be a human being. Maybe umuntu kusasa nginanda yokuhlala. You understand? So ngizogijimela ukuthi let me take money ngithole i-shelter.
But
when you do that, ihambile le mali, umsebenzi mawubuya uyaphela.
But Buti,
I understand.
Usave nini? You save money.
yeah.
So it goes to learn about mhlawumbi the money is not enough whereby you can do a feasible budget.
I don't think it's enough.
How
I don't
much
think
is
acting
enough?
money
How much is enough
I
a
I
don't
don't know,
month?
it depends on
How
ratings.
much is
because
enough a
if
month?
Ufuna when there's a ratings.
No, but mina, hence is
I think
something I
enough
have.
is supposed to be able to sustain you, supposed to be able to build you the kind of life that you see yourself living.
Let me
And
tell
then
you- let
what
me
are you
tell
saving? What are you
um,
saving? What are you saving?
Sipho, tell them that SARS takes 25%
Yes.
off of our.
Yes.
But
And
they don't
maybe
take
ngabo-
25% off
Yes.
of other professions. What do they
Yes.
take? Is it 14%?
Abanye 14, 15
It's
months.
As is
Yes.
25%.
Yes.
Then your agency also takes their percentage.
Imagine, ezinye agency can take 50%, guys.
Exactly.
That is so crazy.
So if your
What do
money
you
is
left- what are you left with?
80,000 rand, you probably find that you're getting 35k of that. Or 40k.
Yeah, ma u 80
There's a
80
lot of
take home yakho,
deductions.
ma u 80 take home yakho ingaba u 39.
Yeah.
Around 39, yeah.
So it's not a lot of money. You
And
don't
then
get
now
paid.
uphethe 39. Uyi actor elihlezi livela nje iTV mayidlala kuvula ubuso bakho u 39.
Basically, Big Shot.
39k.
Big Shot.
You understand?
Yeah.
So kulo 39 you have, let's say you have kids or 2 kids.
Family.
You have to pay a bond or you pay a rent. You have to pay your car
School fees.
and school fees.
Rent, whatever.
School fees sabantwana umntwana o grade RR ubonile mali in school fees 4,500 a month.
So what do you
Yes.
save?
So mina nifuna kulani because for instance teachers also get low more like 25,000 something like that, but it's just that industry are regulated.
I was gonna
That
say, like,
part,
for
you
them
know.
it's-
yeah, and it's recurring, you know. But with actors, knowing your situation, the structure of the
Yes,
environment that you are
yes,
working in, like
yes.
owner into hey, because career won't go for 10 years.
I
Like,
understand. I understand you.
Ingxaki, guys,
I understand
kungazi.
your point.
Ingxaki kuba kungazi.
Would it be the knowledge or ignorance? Okay, we as bands of money span the other day, okay, you know, because now I think a lot of actors are going
Okay.
into this, and then now you're going on, but eish.
You know what you're saying? Lento isho is good. It's good. But then sikhuluma reality laba fona. Uma uyi actor, the contract yakho is, let's say is 12 months. Fine. Uhola lo 39,000. Yes, but now idingo zakho mfethu. Do you know when, as a black person, I'm sorry to put a black person, when emholweni wakho there are 11 people abadla kulo mholo
Black
wakho.
tax.
You know that there's 11 people abarela kulo mholo wakho lo we 39,000. Ngisho noma ungathi uyayigodla, noma ungathi 10 ngiyawubeka. Phela ku 39 mawubeka u10 usene ne 29.
Oh, uyayiva ke ngo? Noba kungahla
Uyayiva.
1001 ngehlile.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Ixesha leseliphelela ne let's go on a lighter note. We are celebrating you, my brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like we don't even know where this started. And then we better
Yeah.
diverge when
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
yes.
Sivele sangene
yeah, I
emazini.
feel like yeah, industry is frustrating. Hence, we have this conversation.
No?
The thing is that we can't hear him, so it's not going to be able to.
ukuthi ama-actors onamzansi they are not taken care of. So ungcono ukuthi umuntu nomuntu asavele imali yokuthi avule isiphaza or ithaveni or ichisa inyama.
Yeah.
Because ucomplaina sihlulekile ngeke usisize.
Sihlulekile, yeah.
So manje vele mfethu sayilapho ukuthi hey nawe and manje kubamba ezingelayo. And manje even if ungathi wena uhlanganisa ama actors uthi eyaseni sokhalela uminister lalela bakhona abadlala ngithi ama actors ngeke bajoin.
Yeah.
So and nawe mawudla uzojoin abantu ustriker in ngoba uyadla wena. So ngeke. So into khona you are on your own mntana abantu as an
Yeah.
actor in South Africa. You are on your own and even ngizwela ubhlungu laba bahambayo bayostudisha iacting emaversity. You see how evil this is. You see how evil it is, man. Why kube namakhozwe acting emaversity? Like kunamakhozwe teaching namakhozwe one, but ugovernment akayenzi sure ukuthi ku-acting kuna abantu abanama
Benefits.
Yes, why angangeni wafaka ama-course we-acting emaversity but then akayenzi sure ukuthi njengoba kunama-course we-acting nasemaversity and then kune-course yani umuntu oyi-psychology social worker laba bama-social worker they are taken they are taken care of.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Ugovernment wenzani uyazi ukuthi ama-social worker ahola malini. Ugovernment akazi ukuthi ama-actors ahola malini. There's no standard rate ukuthi ma ungena ku-acting uzohola imali engaka.
Ayagazi.
akakwazi nakanandaba uhleli
But you know
ugovernment
what?
yena wazi tax ekumele ayithathe kuwo lama acts anganandaba ukuthi ahola malini.
Exactly.
You understand?
Jonga bhuti wami,
So it's
andiyazi.
not asa complain manje sesiyophila nale pain siyolala nalo bafethu
Yeah.
siyana le mathuneni le pain and sekuyoba ipain eliyodla nalabo abenzayo bayodliwa ile pain and then it means we are cowards all of us and siyophila ngalobo bucoward lobo size siyofa sonke iyoziphele le industry ne.
And you know what? The crazy part is actors, guys, like this industry, Square Creative, is the most powerful industry.
Yeah,
Because we're
absolutely.
in front of the TV, the media, we could influence.
You're
them.
influencing the world or the
But
country or the
For
viewers
some
of
odd reason,
life.
it's vice versa.
No, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I don't know. Maybe things will change, but I just hope things will change as time goes on. But obviously, it's not gonna be for me or actors at my age. Maybe it's gonna be for actors about 11 years, man.
Yeah,
You know,
11 man. Maybe it's gonna be better.
they stand a chance.
Ngesikhathi sabo,
They
yeah,
stand a
mama,
chance.
yeah, but for teen it's like about 80 something man. Aye. Ukuthi uncenge nawe nawe sekumele yasisenzani manje ama actors we joining influencers now
Yeah, they are.
because influencers yes most actors
They
now
make good money.
ama influencers bangena ku TikTok shaya into ya mawuchapeka ngale iTikTok iyabhadala phela manje
yes.
umntwana abantu athi uyabheka ngiyi-actor lento kuloku ngenza ama-skits nanana ngiyithandi but because it pays I need to do it because la ku-acting ngizohlala 4 months ngasipani
Yeah.
angina-job and umntwana ma unomntwana endlini dog umntwana akazi ukuthi awuna-job umntwana ufuna imali ufuna ukudla and now uyazi isisu sakho naso sifuna ukudla you understand and these things people ababoni into eziso ziyamlimaza umuntu you understand tomorrow lo muntu ulimele la akasekho right but hayi uyahlanya bamloyile
Hey guys.
abamloyanga this person into abukana nazo you understand ukuthi uye on TV bowushana kuthiwa uphume emaphepheni kusasa uyophuma ephepheni ngokuthi udla amabanana
Yo.
you understand
Thola phansi.
yes
Kodwa bhuti wami,
I'm sure the audience said you feel it now, but
Ne?
let's go on like
On a
Yeah,
lighter
yeah, yeah,
note,
yeah.
Sipho.
you know, we also want to find out.
Yeah, and we didn't delve into his
things
background
within
and
this
stuff.
space, you know, that
Yeah.
I think abanye abantwana abasafunda kula industry would like to know, you know. They balivile icala the dark side of the
The
industry.
dark side.
But I'm sure there is
no
also
there is a
brighter
positive
side.
yeah there is
As much as ngiyi-agent, kunabantu abahlangene kumtexta every day, day in, day out. We're interested in joining this new joiner industry. Abazi ukuthi benza kanjani. So, ngale platform there, alright, because of-
Yes. Yeah, no, I agree.
But
Because
yeah,
agree.
I understand.
But
Let's
not-
go lighter.
Yeah. Also, cause gallo guys.
But I
know,
wanted why I wanted to put this. I don't want us to be bad people to our communities. I don't want us actors to be lying because actors have been lying, Buffett,
They have, yeah.
about this
absolutely.
industry. So it's good to tell because you see, the more we lie, the more the community expect a lot from us. You understand? But yes, I expect some Ferrari. That's now.
We don't
But
have-
because I'm just sikhuluma ngale mnanjo bangishita mnandi ngidla grandy
Red carpet.
uyabona bese labantwana bese
They
bagcina
roll the
bafuna
carpet for
ukuzalana.
Mm.
But yeah, it's a good
That
thing.
time it ends
Ne?
there.
Exactly.
It's a good
It
thing.
ends there. It's so interesting that we speak about this when Abudwan because I mean you've been in directing, you've been in front of the camera, you've been behind, you've written scripts, but like how
That
far
all
back
start.
does all of that goes, and which one did you start with? Like how did it start for you?
No, I mean, 2006, I went to University of Limpopo, and then Palisa for a BA Communications, majoring in Media Studies. Then I was given a chance there, but you can add 2 subjects. How ngathi 2 ama course? I mean, ngathi acting and bathini translation, linguistic. So ngathatha lawo nga-add ke. So 2006 then I started. I enjoyed theater there. Obviously you're shy esikolweni kamnandi siwashaya. Yes, and then 2007 still performing at Boma Pungwe festivals. And ngayibona nami ukuthi hayi man hayi
Ngiyayishaya
this thing imnandi. No, besides ukuthi uyayishaya into yakho ne, because phela esikolweni ke kuyayisa criticize na kakhulu ke lapha. Hayi there you need to know ukuthi hayi
Because there's other talented ones
yeah,
now.
so lapho siyakritika na kakhulu bazokritika vele. Yabo, and manje there are other people who are not good in critiquing.
Yes.
You understand?
Bulala omnye ngecritic.
Yes, akubulala ngakuvusi. So kanti uma ukritika umuntu, umkritike but ubuye umbalansise ukuthi angawi angasabuyi nokubuya, you understand? So yeah, we went through all those things and then ngathi I love it, and then mangiphuma esikolweni because yazini phela thina abanye maphuma esikolweni ujahela imali. Yabo? So don't rush money. Awungigijimisa imali, gijimisa ama studies bra. Studishe ubambe lokhu. Imali izofika. Ayi mayithi nasagijimela imali. Hayi, hey siya ka government. Hey ngayi. Ayi kanti ke abanye vele bazoya ka government and izinto zabo zibasebenzele. And others will go to government izinto zingasebenzeli. But you know talent, you know what is acting is a calling, guys. It's a calling. Acting is a calling. Izokulanda ngisho underground usebenza phansi underground the mind because this thing it's in you. Iyokufuna izokuthola keep it later a setting. Yeah. You know. So acting is a good thing, guys. I don't know why I lie even after school ngalo heavy, but kumnandi ma actor because now we are cooler. You understand? Because the character idlalayo, it also teaches you something.
It plays a role in your life.
In your life also.
As much as it's playing
You
a
know,
role in our
yes,
lives as the viewers.
Yeah, you
You know what I'm
understand?
saying? That is so profound, Budwam. I feel like you're such a person that's well versed, you know, in your industry and in your personal life as well. But like, then how do we keep going? Now you're saying, but okay, it's the end of the road, it's the end of the story. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do we maintain our passion to keep on giving us life?
Inzima le question mfowethu because you love acting. Bakutshela ukuthi hayi bafo iphelile role. And because you love it, ama auditions ahleza khona. You'll go to auditions and about the more you go to auditions, I hope ukuthi ngisazovela. Hayi ngisazoyishaya lento yami. Yabo? Ngisazo even if umoya ulimele but you still have that thing ukuthi hayi I'm made for this. This is mine, you know. And I'll tell you most actors I think they know this. Yabona njengoba soyiqalile lendlela. Ayakho bafu. Even if ungahlala 3 months, 6 months ungasebenzi, but you'll get a role. You'll get a role. You will get it. You'll get it. Your time will come. You'll get it.
And me personally, I think I've watched you a lot over the years. Next, it's Zulu, then it's Pedi, then it's this, then it's... Why is your Zulu so good? What are you? University of Defloop, Pedi? Like, then where do you get to learn Zulu? A Zulu that is so deep. Because your Zulu on the wife was deep.
On the wife.
I'm like, what is this?
And you know why? It's because that show, guys, even now, I'm telling you, I doubt there will be. But there will be, obvious, because I'm a record I pull. There will be, but for now, I'm still rating that show because we were united. Nothing defeats unity.
Wow. Yeah.
When we met there, number one, remember, he cast the wife. We were not celebrated the time he got to Kisho. After releasing, he cast the wife. It's not everyone who celebrated us. People were like, I am not sure why. These brothers are not the same height. Because when you read in the book, they say these brothers, they're tall. And, you know.
They were judging it by the book.
Yes, you see from the book. And then others are like, these brothers, they are not make sure.
Other one is
you
dark,
know?
other one is light.
Yeah. So, but when we met as brothers, because we knew what was happening on good Twitter, what people were saying on Twitter, and then we said, guys, let us be united. And we know that we must be united. We're going to give them something. You understand? So Saba United, we read script song.
No, it showed, guys.
Yeah, it's not clear. And yes, I won't
screen.
take this credit. The credit mainly Tato Abdul Koza. Phela ukhumbule when we were shooting The Wife, Abdul Khoza already besabuya nakuma safta sayathatha isafta ngesibaya. But he didn't come to set ngada thing yokuthi I'm big safta winner, you know. No ufike nayo umchito ukuthi ufuna this thing isebenze. Then besihlangana mfethu even sekurepiwe sohlala phansi. Script. Sithine sakho vula. Scene ipe kuhluphayo nayi. Oh, okay. Lana, how do you attack it?
Wow.
So
You guys
Yeah, it
supported
showed,
each other
Yeah.
to be the best
yes,
versions
so,
and
obvious.
artists.
Mina ngikhulele with Banky. With Bank basikhuluma isiZulu, but it's not let's bang isikhuluma la.
Yes, yes.
You understand? So now I'm lapha, I was like, yeah, okay, ngiyakhula la. You know, because now Tulana will say this, but umdala say, hey, shala, awuthi ayisibalansana man sonke sami grand, you understand? So we learn from each other safundisana, hence Mauti good wife, yes, I know.
Zulu.
So
like I
and then I was Spedi and I was Swati Spedi. My mom was Spedi and my father was Swati.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
So these are the ones ukuhlanganisa ngenga acting esiNdebele SABC 1 kuyikani and and that is because with Bank sikhuluma isiNdebele.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bank kwamhlanga bokwaha konke all that.
That's so interesting because I hope we're going to have a chance to test a little bit of this
course.
and that.
This
know.
and that.
But I like the fact that we're having this conversation, guys, because it's clear that experience yakhe ngoku it actually shows that you keep on growing.
Yeah.
You are not going to remain on the same level. He had a different experience, and I can tell that it was one of his greatest experiences on set, right? With this
absolutely.
current project that we're talking about. But now kwenziwa njani bazawuthina abanye abantwana bona in terms of figuring out how to present themselves.
How? Present themselves.
To present
where?
themselves
Where?
to the production itself, to the project itself. Like, yes, I got a role. Ne?
Okay.
How best am I going to execute that role that's gonna be good for my brand?
Yeah. Okay, when ukhuluma ngokuthi after getting that role, what's next? No, but after getting that role, obvious, before you audition for that character. And obviously, before you could audition, because Basniga is a character bio, there'll be a character bio for a certain project, and then their characters and the age, how they live. Now, what you see when you read this one, it's like, lengati siyaphilisana mina nayo, lengati sizophila mina nayo.
Like something a little bit closer to
yes,
what you
then
have
when you
lived
get
or
when they cast you for that role, obviously now what you need to do, now you need to build this person.
Oh, you build a character.
Yes, because now they gave you were auditioning for Sabelo Dlamini, who's 27 years, and then now you got the character. Now you need to build this Sabelo, because this Sabelo is empty.
Okay.
It's just an empty body. Now you need to build this character, how this character behaves.
And just fill it up.
As much as they've given you tips in
That's
character
amazing.
bio, but then you need to make this character so that was we owner ingakuphunyungi now.
Yeah, and it must have your
yes.
essence. Guys, on a lighter note, Sipho, darling, we play a game on this show.
A game?
Right? Yes. And we're about to play it now. I basically give you a character name and you act that out. Ne?
Whichever language.
Yes. This is going to be interesting because you were actually a criminal on this show. I want you to do Jerimake the Queen. You thug.
Yo!
Remember you were a criminal there.
So mina ufuna ngidlala uJerimake?
Yo, show me.
Okay.
The
That's
Queen.
wild.
No, but
Kimugele.
no, Jerimake was more like tell me another character beyasebenza nayo kambe.
Unatsika
Vuyiswa.
ukarabo maroka.
Vuyiswa, yeah.
Vuyiswa the cop.
Vuyiswa.
Oh no, I got
Harriet
the wrong
Khoza.
one.
Yes,
I got the
yes.
wrong character
It's
in my
fine,
mind.
lovey.
Vuyiswa, yes, Vuyiswa.
Okay.
Sure, guys, why you play such a game? Ngizothini ngoJerimake?
testa le experience yakho. Let's go.
Ish.
This is the thing about
Okay.
actors, right? It's like you are always put on the
Yeah.
spot, I guess.
Shiman. Ka, unlatele. Uskale bela tulisa ka mo. Itla. Ko shopong. Uska futla mo. Late. Angere go tlwana, Shiman. Okay. Vuyiswa. Vuyi. Razamaya. Arzamaya ngizwala. Utshwere dikhia. Are.
Yes.
Those even
That's
those
perfect.
things, yeah.
Poses and the gestures.
That's Jerry. Okay,
But
Sipho,
yeah,
wow.
challenging.
10
Yeah,
out
he
of
was playing
10.
10 out
that
of
character
10.
was.
You did so well with that character, just by the way. We'll do as the second one, but the last one. Right?
Yo.
Diamond on the Queen.
Diamond. Go and be
Yo.
Diamond.
Yeah. Yabona
Brother,
kuyangimanje. Udayideni uzolisa xaluva.
Yes.
Ay, guys, wait.
Yo, ngumXhosa ke.
Ne?
And ke ukubhuti ke lokhu very multilingual.
Yes.
understand?
Khosa sakhe.
Was he using Xhosa on
Since
the
okutile
Queen,
futhi
ne?
isiXhosa sakhe.
He was.
Because it's also multilingual.
Yes. Was he? He was using Xhosa, ne?
But
He
uses
was,
Xhosa.
because also Zenanda Mfanyane was Xhosa there as well. I think he was really using his Xhosa.
Jonga chap. Labafana bakakhoza. Nibajonge. Relax. Yabona masiphuma apha. Thathi bang. Sepha kuyashisa nyama. Anxoke mfondini anxoke. Yo, senza la way. Salute.
10 out of 10 performance. I put you on the spot, ne?
I but me quick character nje legquba uphuma kuyishow. Like, yay, language ya Isitha. Wanze pha. Ayi ngifuna ushayela language yakhona manje ithetha kamandi. Yazi abosisi bavele bamethe masayishayela language. Uthetha
Yabona
kamandi.
ukhuluma ngamanye ama character wena Diamond. Yo, hayi.
Yo, that character.
See, acting is nice, guys.
Ne?
Yes.
Ake banikeza ama acting mali man sorry slide.
That was so incredible, though.
That was so impressive.
Monologue from Isitha.
Wait.
Ngesinto esisipedi isiswati.
No, guys.
Come on.
See lighter, ne?
Yeah.
Let's go lighter, guys.
Yeah.
Ne?
No, for sure.
Yeah, I think with time, this.
I think
Yes,
it really
yes,
it is
yes,
clear
yes.
that
You know, I don't want to do something. I'll tell you one thing. Ne? Sometimes you get too attached to a character to the level where you just like
It's hard to
a character,
detach.
like a character ebengiyidlala kuyisitha fine, bengiyithanda, and mine ngifuna ukuphuma.
Because it's over now.
Yeah, I just don't wanna
Ungabuyeli
associate
kuyo,
anything
yeah,
now
associate
with the
that,
character
yeah.
now.
Because bakhona abantu abanikeza
Yeah, I
character and then they stay on that
No,
character.
I wanna be out of the character, respecting
Yeah,
the character kabanze.
Of
I loved it,
course.
but I don't want to. What is it?
Yes,
I'm
mas-
going to try anything, please.
To do with Banze.
No.
Okay,
I love to
okay,
banze.
okay.
And you know, and
Yeah.
last bengambe no Tulane last week with Swaziland. And people now remind me of the character.
Yes.
And yes, I know people will still remind you of the character, but
Yeah.
me, I need to do myself a choice. I mean, a favor. I need to
Justice.
do myself a justice. Yes.
And detach.
Yeah.
wow.
Besiye kwesinye isikole bathi Saint Michael's. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay, now I'm the questions zami as a producer, ne? Just 4 questions, ne?
Phew, all right.
Yeah.
Is this light?
I know
It's
it's light.
light to you guys.
This is on a lighter note.
Yeah, no, it's light, ne? Ndifuna ubuza, ne? Are there any roles that change the way you approach acting? That's the first question. Personal and career journey.
Roles
Yeah.
that
That change the way you approach acting
From a producer's point of view,
from the acting perspective.
or from acting perspective.
Whereby you are given a role, but you have to kind of like change the way you approach.
Change the way you act. You would usually act.
Yeah, you are.
you know what is tricky about the question. I'm trying to understand where you are, because now when you're saying, is there a role that
So it lombuzo, no?
Change the way he acts.
changed the way I act?
Yeah, you have to change the way
Acting, kuleyo role. Okay,
approach.
okay.
Yeah.
Or approaching.
Yes, approach, yes.
I-research yami ngaleyo
Yes,
character.
exactly.
Or akhona, yeah. I think like yona character kabanzi.
Ah.
Other characters, yes, mangwathola. Kune character maybe uma uyithola. Hence I said, kule character ma uyithola uzo-check ukuthi idinga kangakanani mina as a person. Or idinga i-research kakhulu. Because angithi obvious, the characters we play, there are people who are like that, you know. Yes. So you find maybe I'm playing a character of, okay, let me say like a character kabanzi. When I got the role, bangitshela character kabanzi, and when I read the character bio, yeah, the character bio was not being a cool, being nje. As being incane, maybe train go to lo muntu lona akekho serious man. Sometimes nokuthanda abafazi, then sometimes uyiclowninyana, then bekulawo magama. Then I was like, okay, I thought of someone, but ngabuya ngathi nami but ngikhona kulowo muntu.
Okay.
That's okay. As in, this one I'm not gonna research too much now. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one I'm not gonna research too much now because ngizogcina le ifuna lo muntu oqala engimbonile.
Okay.
There's an uncle mangikhule kasi ngilibona vele. Inaleyo life leyo nje. So I was like, you know what, I'm just taking this uncle.
You just
Friends la
Wow.
uncle,
yeah,
as
I'm just done with this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okuningi sekuyovela
Sekuyovela
as a
as
character
you go on, yeah.
ikhula mangishoot.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then kunama characters where like I think I went when I was shooting and bengisatatazela nami ngisathi yo mfethu ngiyoshootha kule queen yabo and maye ngiyodlala u16 and then bathi lo muntu phela usejele obviously mele wazini ne language
Yes, a
Yeah.
so
Damn.
bengisahlala ezola lapha
Yeah.
What a total switch. Culture switch.
ngatenga I think I bought 6 ema black label ngavanga ohlala ekhoneni namajita adlala idaisy badlala inini abanye une tuck shop nyana umjita uyathengisa ama kipkip yabo but ngapha kunamajita badlala ikhasini abanye badlala ama daisy then ngathi le 6 yamaphiya le bazonokuthi nabaphuza ngifunda into ezibhaya how they talk ukhona uke wayetshele lana bakhona bake bayitshela abayi4 yabo so ngiyabuza ilanguage so ngiyabuza lapho then I had to research about that one
Wow.
because angiyazi life ejele so it needed me to go out but
wow.
amanye ama character don't need you to go out wenza into eyiningi ukuhlangahlanganisa i-character but obviously kune character that needs you to stand up uphume uhlala ubabheke ukuthi barelaxa kangaka wamakhuluma kunamagama abomdiyadiya awazi umdiyadiya yini kumele uhambe ufunda lawo magama ukuthi kwenzakalani ukuthi manje makathi yena seka ufuna ukuya eAfrika ukhuluma ngani yabo amathi usemadamini ukhuluma ngani wonke lawo magama I had to go get an understanding yalawo magama.
Wow.
That one it needed me to go out but kune character that allows you to play the way ufuna ukudlala ngayo ukhule phakathi kwayo ne character efuna uhambe uyisesha so that uzokwazi ukubalansa because now uyile ginza eliso amaginza ahlukile ngithi now yabo so yeah
Okay, last one, a lighter note. How can you, yeah,
yeah
like
sorry.
up to so you've gone up to so far, né? I would like to know how can you kind of like summarize your career so far up to now and what has been your most
highlight.
The most highlight. And be like the wife.
The wife.
Yeah. I agree.
But I think a side dish dilemma. It was on SABC 1.
Yeah.
By Choncha. I'm not by Choncha, sorry guys. Please, how? By Teng is by Teng selling Netflix, sorry guys.
Oh, yes.
No, I'm thinking now. My mind, you can't talk and anything, you know. Sorry guys, yeah. So summarizing my career in acting, Fetu. I'll say in Fetu kufika kwami ku-acting vele i-character into eyangibeka ku-map kahle kahle yiyo i-side dish dilemma. Ngafika la, hey, labantu engizo-acta nabo mfowethu. I'm like, what? I've seen these people, man, on TV. Okay, I remember when I was auditioning, Umandla N said, don't look umuntu oseceleni kwakho ukuthi wambona kuphi. Do what you can do. I will see when you have talent.
Wow.
I did that. I did what I had to do nami. Because phela ma audition, most umandla ma audition avela ngithi kuba nabantu. Our audition we one mostly sibaningi yabo. So audition phambi kwabantu. So it was like that. Yeah.
Wow.
It was like that go for a side dish dilemma. Yeah, bafethu we ngayoshutha nabantu nami cast le bengiyibonga ithi ha.
Legends.
Ngathi mangisho ngathi hayi la namele ngigijima. Hayi namele game
I've
life. Yeah. So yabona I side dish dilemma bafethu ithi ingithethe yangibeka. And then kwafika bona ke abo there's liberty. First time ngiyoshutha ngine green room yami ye caravan ngi1 baba kushaya aircon nama benches nama apula nama vati da ngiyalandwa mangesetini ngila kule caravan bangilanda kule caravan singena kuma shuttle now go on set. It was a Danish series. Yeah, it was a Danish series. Now that was my first international, bruh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, uthi uyabheka director belungu. I'm sorry ukuthi asisho ukuthi phaphamisa belungu sesiyasho bafethu kuphela. Uyazi yonke inqoso mfethu esayiphumele kazi uyihlanganisana mina ngifundanga ey'koleni zabelungu. So mangihlanganisana nabelungu nami bengithi yo Dwana ita 80 mlungu umuntu ongilanda umlungu konke dwana English kumele ngikhulume English liyoshona ilanga. You understand?
Yeah.
So yeah, even there bafethu ngasipana kamnandi nabo mfethu. Amen. Masangena ku-amen. Now people haven't seen me by then ngishaya spade. So now they were like, "Hey bo,
Uzeneni.
umethani ngishishe." Ngithi hayi yankushisha bra karahlobolela buti rihlobolela. So mase ngishaya amen nayi nami ngiyastretcha ke manje kancane nami ngiyabona ukuthi i-industry my career is growing ngiyakhula kule industry.
Hlobulela braka.
Literally.
And I started to learn there izinto eziningi ukuthi how you go about kule industry kuziphatha kwakho. Kodwa bafethu kuziphatha noma ungaziphatha kahle. Sometimes kubuya kushintshwa yibo abantu. You know. So you come as a good person but you end up being a bad person sometimes because you know siyahlokolozana ezabantu.
Yes.
Hence I saying I don't have a problem if tomorrow you're going to have a problem with me but mele silungise, you know.
Yeah,
Sabantu vele
absolutely.
sisonyathelana and where there are people there'll always be problems.
And what do you do when other people are not willing to, they're just like fighting you? They're not willing.
I mean, I'm a fighter ngiyasuka kuwe. That's it. You are a fight.
That's
yeah,
it.
Yeah.
the end.
You know, Sbatala man, you need
Reach
to have
the end of the route.
you need to have a way that brings peace to your heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Choose
you know,
yourself.
choose yourself, my brother. Without you, just know that abantu abaseceleni kwakho if wena ungekho right, ngeke babe right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's like when people saying, yeah, akasizi, usizakele yena na. So if you are not in a good space, you cannot give people a good space.
Yeah.
You know. So if people don't respect you or give you love or what you deserve, just leave them, because they don't value you. If they don't
course.
value you, people who don't value you, they won't give anything better to you.
Yeah.
Because umuntu ongakuvalue, umuntu ongakuhloniphi, or umuntu ongakurate high, even if ikuveli tender, le 4 million, won't bring it to you.
They won't add value.
Because uzothi lo ngamniki man lona man intwana yethu siyayazi yona inokubhayiza. Yabo. So you need to stay with people who value you so that even when the opportunities comes, you get them.
They can add value.
They can add, yes, you
Yeah.
understand, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely. Yo, Chomamela.
Thank you,
This
Zala.
podcast always takes me away, guys. I don't know. There's some kind of, I guess it is that we are spiritual beings. And when we're conversing, it can take you anywhere, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I love Offset. And I think that it's a platform, obviously, for teen artists. And I don't think we have any other one like this one. I doubt it.
Absolutely.
There's no
not.
other Lisa Serame. Never.
Yeah.
I
gosh.
love this industry, Putwam. And do you think that there's something that you can share or say to
Upcoming artists.
Yeah.
Advice.
Oh no, I'll go zobalimaza manje.
Yeah.
Zobalimaza. Because
What?
you know sometimes, but obviously you don't have to be selfish. Maumuntu, and what I'm going through is not like everyone will go through what I'm going through. Ukuthi mina mhlambe ngalimala kuphi. No, hey guys, this industry is imnandi, but inabo but. So kumele ukwazi nawe ukuthi kunesikhathi sakho, and I think yazi sinama season man. I think yeah. Yazi kune season yakho udle ubuthe ngabo ubuye ukuthi tu.
Yeah, no?
So because siyafuna nathi industry khule bafethu, siyacela laba abaloku baya emavazithi bayofunda bofundele acting, continue guys, don't give up, and we hope that things will change fast, yabo nathi zingashintsha fast nje izinto, because we do need ama-actors.
Yeah.
How we as entertainer guys, so we
Absolutely.
need you. Yeah.
Hi, Putwam. You know what? I just want to stress more to people that they need to subscribe, tune in to Offset. Subscribe, like, share, comment. I mean, the only way we can continue is if you engage. So please go to our YouTube specifically and subscribe, okay? First of all, I just want to say this has been quite an impactful one.
Absolutely.
And Siyabonga Putwam for actually honoring our invite.
It was an honor to have you.
It's a blessing. And I think nabantu ababukeleyo nabo they'll feel the same way. Well, I think from speech the dreamer, ndihluthi.
Nah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm filled.
Yeah.
It filled me up.
Nice, yabo.
So mdase, sizayenza nje kanjalo. Sicela ni subscribe. Check the Instagram, check the YouTube, most importantly the YouTube. Let's get those numbers going up. It is Offset. It's from Offset to Unset. And of course, me and my ride or die.
Are clocking absolutely out.
We're clipping. We're clipping these people, okay?
Oh, yeah.
It's exciting.